The organisation Work for Healthier Futures has an ambition to help people to live happier, healthier, longer lives. We think that Devolution is a fantastic opportunity to concentrate on what individuals and communities need and get away from this sort of silo working where it's what services, where they're based and what they can deliver. It's really actually focusing on individuals and communities. And if it's breaking down those barriers between organisations, if it's sharing budgets, it's making best use of really scarce resources, then I think it's a really fantastic, possibly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
For me and for Give to Gain in Stockport, Devolution is a bit of an opportunity to get some communities actually involved and engaged and giving their opinions and creating networks and communities and connections where everyone is mobilised to actually shape what Greater Manchester is going to become.
I think there are two parts to the vision for Devolution. One is what sort of place Greater Manchester will be in the future, and clearly we want a place where the people are happy, they have a good quality of life, that we've got good jobs, that our young people grow up knowing that they've got a future, a really good place to live. As part of that, we want a Greater Manchester where, as far as possible, the people of Greater Manchester are part of the decision making about the things that affect their lives.
The vision for Devolution, for me, I think it's an opportunity. It's probably the biggest opportunity we've had for a long time. The eyes of both the North West and I think the UK and probably Europe are on us, because it's interesting how that vision will pan out in terms of the way the services work, say health and social care, but particularly around the third sector, the voluntary sector.
The vision for Devolution is very much a vision of collaboration in this respect. The way that the future is progressing is all about interlinking one social business with another, and that's the way I see it. It's a big opportunity for the Manchester area to establish their own set of rules and to develop their own future.
I think it's an opportunity for us to have a shared vision across a bigger area, to pool resources, to work in partnership. And I'm sure there's lots of ways we can support each other.
I hope the future will be for the vision of Devolution that the young people, particularly the young people that we're working with at the Prince's Trust, that have had a really hard start in life, problems in education or other training experiences, they have a stake in that growth. So they have a stake in all the new jobs that are going to come out of Devolution and all the opportunities that arise.
I'd like to see some kind of community networks happening across Greater Manchester, and I'd like to see local communities and local people getting a lot more involved in the agendas around health and social care. But if we could use Devolution as an opportunity and really find a way to get engagement happening in communities, get connections and conversations, maybe storytelling as a means of helping each other understand what this opportunity of devolution means.
We're very much in favour of it, and we're very much committed to working with people on the Devo GM agenda to see whether by bringing people together and creating something that's better than the sum of its parts, whether that opportunity can really be seized.
The role of the sector is so diverse, it's almost impossible to give a one-line answer. One end for the social enterprise of companies that are providing social value services but also creating jobs. It is perhaps larger community sector organisations that are providing public sector services, through to local neighbourhood-based organisations that are just doing voluntary things to make their neighbourhoods better. In all of this, there is an element of people in localities taking a responsibility for the areas that they live.